Welcome, Flyers fans. You're listening to Chris Mayer, Flyers Fan Mania 93 on YouTube.
Alright, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris, and today I am back with another video here. And a couple hours ago, of course, it seems like all of these extensions for, guys coming down the road for the Flyers in this next upcoming season, they all have to happen on Thursday because Sean Couturier extended on last Thursday, as you all knew that, and you saw I did the video from school down at Temple, and now, as I'm driving to the train this morning, Joel Farabee signs a 6-year extension with the Flyers, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what I'm going to do here, so I decided I'm just going to wait till I get home. I focused on school, did all that stuff, and then I was, doing a bunch of other things. I still have some stuff coming from development camp yesterday. If you do not see any of that, go check that out. I did 3-part video, where it was part 1 was games 1, 2, and 3 of those highlights. Part 2 was 4 and 5, the playoff game and the championship game. And then part 3 was the interview with Chris Stewart that I was able to do after. So that was a 3-part little session there, and that's up. You can go check that out now. And also, one quick thing: this shirt that I'm wearing now, the 1000. This is the 1KT. This is the merchandise. So the 1000 shirt I ordered myself, and I thought it came in really well. The back looks even nicer, but. Again, if you want to purchase merch and you want to look at a couple things there, I'm going to be adding some stuff as the season goes on. I'm going to be adding a bunch of merchandise and all that stuff. But yeah, if you do want to purchase this shirt that I have here, you can check that out. If you go on the About page, it should be under the links. Usually where all the podcasts and the articles, all that stuff is, it's right under there as well. But let's get into the video. So, Joel Farabee signs a 6-year extension with the Flyers. So this is from NHL.com. The Philadelphia Flyers have signed forward Joel Farabee to a 6-year contract extension worth an average annual value AAV of $5 million, according to President of Hockey Operations and General Manager Chuck Fletcher. That contract will go into effect beginning in the 2022-23 season. So obviously Farabee was an RFA after this year. He's only 21 years old, so that is insane. And this contract is probably going to run until he's getting either into his prime or maybe he's, 1 year past that, where he had a really good season that last year there. But this is going to run him until he's 27 years old. This is going to be a very, very, very solid deal, in my opinion, in the next handful of years. If Farabee is able to progress like he has, just looking at his stats, played 52 games in 1920 with the Flyers, put up 21 points. Last year, he was their leading goal scorer, put up 20 goals. He scored in bunches, but again, to put up 20 goals and from how bad of the year that was last year for the Flyers, Farabee was one of the main bright spots. So that was awesome to see. Farabee, he put up 38 points, as I said, 20 goals, put up another 18 assists there. I thought he had a really solid year all around. I mean, not just the goal scoring. Defensively, he was good. I thought he had pretty good structure. Again, I think he's honestly been one of our better defensive wingers in the last handful of years, and I think he can really continue that into these next handful of years here he's got. But again, Fletcher is just doing an unbelievable job with this offseason. I mean, he's literally handled everything from the backup goaltender to, power play, penalty kill, special teams, everything. I mean, just the entire thing, like from the backup goaltender, from the bottom pair defense up, everything. He's built from the back end up, and I think he's done a fabulous job. I think if the Flyers are able to turn this around, Fletcher might be a candidate for GM of the year, but we're going to have to wait and see what happens there. But I felt like Farabee kind of came into last year with a different attitude. He had the number change. He was 49 in 1920. He's now at 86. And again, he had a really good year with 86. So I'm definitely sure he will keep that number. But again, all this stuff happening with the Flyers now is making me really even more excited. As of right now, it's September 2nd, and we don't have too long of a wait for the preseason and stuff like that. So again, we got a little bit of a wait. Not too long though. And you can tell we're getting closer to hockey season. We're hearing some things, and Flyers get a couple more extensions. So now they have $15.5 million to sign. Pretty much a lot of these guys are guys on 1-year deals for the Flyers. And the thing is that going into next season, if you want to look at a blueprint, I should say, for that, They have $15.5 million to sign Claude Giroux, Derek Brassard, Nicholas Aube-Kubel, Nate Thompson, Morgan Frost, Rasmus Ristolainen, Justin Braun, Keith Yandel, Sam Morin, and Martin Jones. Now, a lot of those guys, are they going to come back? As I said, the majority of them are on one-year deals. The only guys that are really going to demand money are Giroux and Rasmus Ristolainen, so that's really it. I mean, who knows if Jones even stays for backup goaltender? A lot of the guys might not even say, but that's just the blueprint right now for next season. So they get two of the big contracts out of the way, Couturier and Farabee. Let me know your guys' thoughts below. I think a $5 million cap hit is perfect for Joel because, again, I think if he grows into that, that might even, that might show up as a steal. And that might look like Couturier's contract in the next handful of years. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens there. Remember, guys, podcast articles and the merch, those links are on my channel. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you guys in the next one, and goodbye.